Welcome, my constant reader friends. I'm Tad, and this is Tad Reads Books and Stuff. All right, quick update. I'm a little disappointed with myself. I didn't get any books read this week. I did start Children of Anguish and Anarchy. I'm only, 2/3 of the way through with it right now. Of course, this is by Tommy Adeyemi, and this is the third book in a trilogy. I'm going to give a little bit of a hint. I'm digging it so far. I like it. It's probably the smallest, shortest book of the three, but I'm digging it. I'm liking it. I'm liking where it's going. So I'm sorry, apologize, I didn't get it read. Of course, we still got a nice big book by Tad Williams and Alan Moore to finish up in November. But I'll have a couple days off. I mean, Thanksgiving's coming. Maybe I'll catch up. I don't know. We'll see. But anyways, it kind of is a good thing that I am behind in my reading, because it gave me an opportunity to do a book tag. Yeah, I don't do a lot of book tags, but sometimes someone new tags me and I do it. I don't know. What the hell am I talking? What are you talking about, Tad? Yeah, I'm just kind of rambling, but I'm going to do a book tag. Again, I don't do a lot of them, but I was tagged by Nicole at Nicole's Bookish Nook. And this tag is called It's Finally Fall. Yeah, I mean, it's fall. I wish I was up north. I'm a Northeast boy, but I'm living in Florida, and the temperatures have come down a little bit. The humidity has come down a little bit, so that's one good thing. But it really doesn't get that cold here. Maybe a week or two. The nights can get kind of decent during the winter here in Florida, but nothing like I'm really missing from the Northeast. But anyways, it's finally fall. Yes, we're in November. So this is a book tag. I guess this book tag's been around for a while. Nicole didn't mention or know where it originated or when it originated, and I couldn't actually find out exactly when or where it originated either. But thank you, Nicole, for tagging me. Let's get into it. It's finally fall. All right. I'm just going to read off my handy dandy notebook here. And this tag is definitely for people who want to see a bunch of books, because I had to pull a bunch of books off my bookshelves for this. All right, number 1. In fall, the air is crisp, not in Florida, and clear. Name a book with a vivid setting. All right, so, I mean, I've got thousands of books. They all have wonderful, vivid settings, but I chose Tad Williams' Otherland series. This is really cool. Why am I saying this has a vivid setting? Well, it actually takes place, in current times, modern times, but the story involves these children. They're playing video games, and for some reason, they all go into these comas. They can't be woken up. They are in these comas, and scientists, doctors are trying to find out what's going on. It's happening all over the place. What we find out in the story is there are several mega wealthy people who don't want to die. I don't want to give too much away, but they don't want to die, and they've developed this, what do they call those, MMOs or something? Those games that people play online. Well, they developed this game that you can play online, but what it is they can take their essence, their being, their soul, their existence, and somehow download it into this game so that they can live forever. But they need people to populate this game, and they're stealing the children to use them as actual real people in their games that they can manipulate and use. And it's kind of crazy. But the cool thing, and why I'm talking about the settings, is every different person, these wealthy people, they've set up their own world, this multiple worlds in this game. They set up their own type of world. One of them is a cartoon world. So it's actually, people are in it, but they're cartoon characters. There's one that loves entomology, so it's all bugs. It's like a Bug's Life world where you actually are a bug, and it's cool as hell. There's cowboys and Indians. There's an Egyptian one that's really cool. So all these different worlds have all these different settings, plus the real world settings and the people who are trying to investigate this and find out what's going on. It's a great series. If you haven't read Ted Williams' Otherland, you should start reading it. It's a 4-book series. Big books. Ted likes writing big books. But hopefully I'm not going to take forever talking about all these books. So let's go on. Move on. Otherland. That's number 1. Number 2. Nature is beautiful, but also dying. Name a book that is beautifully written, but also deals with a heavy topic like loss or grief. I chose Susanna Clarke Piranesi. If you haven't read this book, drop what you're doing, go out, get this book. Look, it's not a huge book, but I love Susanna Clarke. Of course, I fell in love with her with Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell. She doesn't write a lot of books, but this one came out, I think it was last year or the year before. It was on my top 10 books of the year. Really cool story, really cool world, beautifully written. Susanna Clarke is a wonderful writer, and you have to get through the whole book because it's kind of weird, but you'll get to the end and then you'll find out what I'm talking about, you know, how it fits this prompt of being a book that is, you know, maybe about loss or grief. It's very interesting book, really well written. Everyone should read this book, Susanna Clarke Piranesi. Number 3. Fall is back to school season. Well, not for me. It's been a couple years. Share a nonfiction book that taught you something. Well, I'm actually got 2 here because they come in a beautiful case, and that's this deluxe set by Stephen Hawking, and it's the Illustrated Brief History of Time and the Universe in a Nutshell. Let me hopefully get these out here for you. These books are fantastic. Stephen Hawking is amazing. He's funny. He's irreverent. He's brilliant, of course. These books will teach you, if you've ever wanted really to learn anything about time and physics and like how everything affects us in our world, this is really cool. A lot of people would think, you know, that's a subject that I just don't understand. I don't have time to study it. These books are written so well. They're almost kind of linear in the fact, what I'm trying to say is he starts with a simple concept, and then each concept that he explains builds on the last concept, so that, you know, as you go, you're building up this vast knowledge, and it's not difficult. It's not like reading a dry textbook or sitting through hours, you know, college courses. But it's well written. It's easy to read, kinda. I mean, there are concepts that are very, I don't know, hard sometimes to wrap your head around, but you can read these. They're very accessible, well written. I love this, and you will definitely learn some crap by Stephen Hawking. Great guy. All right, what's the next one? Oh, how about number 4? In order to keep warm, it's good to spend some time with people we love. Name a fictional family, household, or friend group you want to be a part of. Several I could have thought of, but I immediately went to this one. Yeah, it's the World of the Expanse. This, of course, is book 1, Leviathan Wakes, James S.A. Corey. You know, that's 2 writers. Just this whole cadre of people that are on this ship. You know, James Holden, of course, is the fearless leader. I just want to be part of that group. Amos is cool as hell. I mean, that's probably what, of course, drives this whole series, is this group of people on the Rocinante, the ship, and just how they interact with each other, how they want to save not the world, the universe, and the trials and tribulations that they go through is just, Naomi's great. I mean, I would name it. It's just a cool family. I want to be. It's almost like I almost went to like Firefly, right? You know, you want to be in that crew. It's very similar. The Expanse. I love the people. I want to be part of that crew. All right, next. Flip the page. Number 5. The colorful leaves are piling up on the ground. Show us a pile of fall-colored spines. So, of course, oranges, reds, browns, and I just grabbed a bunch of them. Like I said, I told you, this video is just, if you want to see a bunch of books, you're going to see a bunch of books. I don't even know if I can pick this up. I grabbed a bunch of them just to show you. Here's the spines. Oranges, like I said, oranges, reds, browns. Yeah, I think that fits the prompt. I got here Stephen King, Just After Sunset. Nice, beautiful orange, but kind of going into the yellow here. I've got George R.R. Martin, The Night of the Seven Kingdoms. This has a nice kind of dark red into the light yellow. Really cool. Orange and some more kind of dark orange, light orange. The Illustrated Man by Ray Bradbury. Nice, cool orange, reddish book on that one. I got Douglas Preston and Lincoln Child, Cemetery Dancer. This, of course, is a book in their Pentagrass, is that his name? Pentagrass detective series. I like these books a lot, but you kind of have this reddish, this, you know, maroon, not really maroon, but like brick red. I like the colors on that one. The next one, Harry Turtledove Ruled Britannia. Of course, an alternate history type of a writer. Got this gold and yellows in it. Thought that fit the bill. I had to get a brown in there. Tale of Two Cities, of course, by Charles Dickens. I got a nice brown leather color to it. You know, the leaves are falling. And last but not least, Dan Brown, Angels and Demons. Again, this orange, brown, yellow color on the book and the spine. So that's my stack of fall colored spine novels. All right. Next, fall, number 6, sorry. Fall is the perfect time for storytelling by the fireside. Oh, I wish I could have a fire. I miss my fireplace in Maine. I miss my fireplace in New York. I don't have a fireplace in Florida, of course. No real need for it. Anyways, yeah, fall is the perfect time for storytelling by the fireside. Share a book where someone is telling a story Again, tons of them out there, but I just recently finished this first book in this series, and it's The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss. Look at that. That probably could fit nicely too in the spine. It's even got leaves. Look at that. It's even got the fall leaves on it. Yeah, that could fit in that other prompt too. But yeah, you know this, of course. This is a story that takes place in a pub. And the proprietor of the pub, I'm not going to tell you the story, go into it. You can check my video. I did a video on it. And he's just telling the story of his life to a person that's taking it all down, a chronicler that is going to write it all down and make a book about the famous life of and I can't even remember his gosh darn name. Cool. Pictures in the book. This is great. This is the anniversary, what is it, 30th anniversary or something. But yeah, Name of the Wind, Patrick Rothfuss. Next, where are we? Number 7. The nights are getting darker. Share a dark, creepy read. Again, could have got a bunch of them. I didn't go where you think I'm going to go, but I kind of went where you think I'm going to go. Nosferatu by Joe Hill. Great, great spooky, scary book by Stephen King's son, Joe Hill. And yeah, if you ever watched the TV, I thought the TV series was really well done too. I liked it. I don't always like the TV series with books, but really creepy, dark novel right there. Nosferatu by Joe Hill. All right, where are we at? Number 8. The days are getting colder. Name a short, heartwarming read that could warm up someone on a cold and rainy day. Well, I don't know. It's not really that short, but to me, it was shocking, actually, when I read this book. I didn't expect it to be so darn good. And this was Rebel Robin. This is in the Stranger Things universe, and it's A.R. Capetta wrote it, and it's a YA novel for sure, about Robin, of course, if you watch the TV series. But this book was so awesome, well written. It sucked me into the Stranger Things world, looking at Robin's life and you know, kind of her origin story, what made her what she is. Very touching at the end, very sad in places, very empowering for women in places. I actually found myself crying in this book, and that's crazy. I did not expect this when I read this book, and I think it ended up being one of my top books of the year. It's just pick this up. It's, if you're interested in the Stranger Things, you know, universe at all, you'll be surprised, I think, by how darn good this book is. Rebel Robin. Yeah, it'll get you in the feels, I think. Oh, where are we? Number 9, almost done. Fall returns every year. Name an old favorite you'd like to return to soon. It's funny because I just was talking about this with Kim, the paper traveler, and it's another, you know, I'm going to bring up Terry Brooks, but this is Magic Kingdom for Sale Sold. I love this book. Not quite a YA book, but you know, not difficult reading. That's Terry Brooks. He likes to bring you in this world and envelop you in this world and the characters and tell these fantastical stories. It's just kind of like just sitting back with an old friend and listening to him tell you a cool story. I love this series. Everyone, you know, talks about Shannara, but this is a really good series. I know Kim's thinking about reading this. You should read it, you know, soon. I think you'll like it too. I love this book, and I need to go back and read that series again. All right. Last but not least, we're on number 10. 10 prompts. 10. Fall is the perfect time for cozy reading nights. Share your favorite cozy reading accessories. All right. Wow. I got to go over there and grab that one. But I love reading outside when it's cold. Maybe I'm weird, but when I lived in Maine and upstate New York, I used to love to go sit out on my porch, and it was freezing. But I would bundle up, really nice. And this is what I like to do when it's nice and cold out, and I bundle myself up and read a good book. So what I get is, I get this hoodie. I got to show you this hoodie because my girlfriend made this hoodie for me. You can see here, it says Tad on it. And on the back, it says Hufflepuff. I'm a Hufflepuff. I've got my Hufflepuff badge on that sleeve and my Hogwarts badge on that sleeve. And she even lined the hood with Hufflepuff fabric. This is purely made by my girlfriend. It's even, I can't show you, but it's got a pocket. I can't remember which hand. It's got a pocket in here to hold your wand too. She sewed a pocket in here to hold your wand. Yeah, my girlfriend made this for me. So I put on this nice warm hoodie, and you know me, I gotta have my sleeves cut off. I get this nice puffy vest, sleeveless jacket. I put that on. If it's really cold out, I get my toque, my NHL Tampa Lightning toque, put that on. I grab myself a pipe. I've got a collection of pipes that some are new, some are classic pipes that I got online and refurbished. I get a pipe, some good pipe tobacco. I'm not a huge smoker, but I do like to enjoy a pipe or a cigar every once in a while. Helps me relax. I've never smoked a cigarette in my life, and I don't drink coffee that much, but I like a scotch every once in a while. Either a scotch or even a dark beer. I love stouts and stuff. So, but I love a good single malt scotch. Again, I'm not a big drinker either. If I drink 2 drinks, that's a lot for me. I do not like getting drunk, although I did when I was younger. Way too much. But anyways, that's what I do. I get a nice scotch. I get a nice pipe with some good pipe tobacco. I get all bundled up. I go sit on the porch where it's nice and cold, and I read a good book. That's it. That's the 10 prompts. There is an 11th prompt to tag other people, but like I said, I don't do a lot of tags. I don't tag people. But if you watch this and you're so inclined to do so, definitely try this tag out. It was fun. It's a way to get a bunch of books out and show them off to people. And I always like doing that. And that's it. So hopefully, next week we will finish, well, it's buried now. We'll finish that book, and then we'll move on to one of these other 2. And hopefully we'll get them all done in November. We'll see. All right, guys. If you found any entertaining value in this video, please like, please subscribe, please leave me some comments, and until next time, peace out.